So heading off on a bit of a ride today in the Tweed Valley area. Got to head and grab some fuel. Once I get some fuel, then I'll head off again. So where I'm going today, me and the bike needs to get to right up the top there. I don't know if you can see right to the tip of that big mountain. Me and the bike got to head up there. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. You can't do that. But what we are going to do is we're going to ride right around it. Do a whole loop. And that consists of going towards Chillingham and then Tyalgum, right around the outside, and we'll go check out Cutter's Camp. That's a cool little camp zone. And then we'll swing right around and come back into Murwillumbah. Be a nice little short trip. Coming into Murwillumbah now. Got to grab some fuel. Once I got the fuel, then I'll head back. And away we go! Okay, got some fuel. The tunes today is John Lee Hooker, The Blues Soul. How good's that? Is there a policeman around the corner? Yes, there is. Cheeky guy. Yes, he's still there. There's an awesome little cafe up here called Crystal Creek Cafe. It's right in the corner there. Nice little cafe. Yeah, so that's the plan today, to go right around that mountain. And there's two ways. I forgot the name of the road, but yeah, if you go out the back past Tyalgum Way, you can come out towards more Kyoga Way, or you can come in a bit closer to Murwillumbah, forks off, and you turn right there and you go to see Cutter's Camp. But what I will do is I will put those roads in the text below, and let you know what they are. So coming into my little hometown of Gillingham, tiny little town. Bucks Farm, get all your veggies. Gillingham store, great little store, very biker friendly. There's some really old bikes inside too, good to go check them out. It's like a little bike museum, it's awesome. So I'm just going to go pick up some things from home and then I'm going to head out towards Tyalgum Way. So turning right to Tyalgum. Just had to pick something up at home and we're off. Giving me some flashing. What's going on? Might be a bit of an accident or something. Doubt there'll be coppers out here. Might be a little bit of an accident. G'day, mate.
I've got a cow on the road there.
Cow?
Yeah. Get the cow when you're driving.
Yeah, mate, no worries at all. I'll go steady.
Right, I'll come catch up with it.
No worries, thanks, mate. Got a few escapees. Where are they? Where's the cows, man? You need to pull your head in, mate. Oh. Looks like that's been sorted. Very nice out there. So that big mountain range right around goes in a really big circle, massive circle, and that's the Border Ranges, that one out there, and that big mountain there, which is Mount Warning, is right in the centre of it. And the reason why that is right in the centre is because this is an extinct volcano, and that was the centre, and out there was the part of the mountain that sort of went up like that, and all this has been eroded away. I think that's how it goes anyway. Tyalgum. They even had a little pronunciation underneath it, so you spell it right. Tyalgum pub in there. It's an awesome little one. So that way it goes to Murwillumbah, and I'm going to go straight. So that's the Border Ranges on the New South Wales side. Now, if you look right there on the range, there's like a bit of a tip. Well, that is the Pinnacle lookout, and that is probably the best lookout I've ever seen. Now, off to the left here more, not sure exactly where, I think it's somewhere around that hump over there. There's another lookout. You're pretty much standing like right on the cliff edge, looking over, and it's awesome. Perfect lookouts, but that Pinnacle lookout there, that is awesome. You actually walk out on a little platform, and it's like a rock sort of out on its own kind of thing, and they put a little boardwalk there. Yeah, really nice. And that is the other side of Mount Warning. So if you think of Mount Warning as like a face laying on its back, well, that is, I think it's maybe its chin or something. I think it's its nose on the other side. Yeah, I think that's the chin on this side. Resurfacing, I hate when they do that. All the black crap gets spun up on your bike. Traction control right down, and we want gravel mode. Yeah, let's go. So I'm not exactly sure what the settings do on the Africa Twin, but I do think with the gravel mode it does really soften the suspension quite a lot, and it also limits my like throttle, like a throttle control. It also does something with the ABS, so it's like it's not full ABS, it's like half ABS, suitable for the road, or the dirt, I mean. Yeah, it does feel very floaty and very soft, because before I was just in the urban mode and I could feel like every pothole and bump and everything else, but now I can't even really feel the corrugations. There is a little bit, not much, but there's a little bit. Just makes things just so much more easier. I mean, I don't want to be doing like really hardcore stuff. I like just going on my little rides, having fun. If I really want to get out there and do some silly things, I've got my WR that can do that. That ticking noise. Might be a stick or something. So we're coming up to the T section now. So you could either go left over there, which is Murwillumbah and Kyogle, or you can take this way, which goes down to a place called Cutter's Camp, and you can also go to Kyogle this way as well. But today, what I'm going to do is go and show you guys Cutter's Camp, have a bit of a look around, then I'm going to come back up through here and head off to Murwillumbah way, where that sign suggested. Go downhill a fair bit. This is all downhill. No, you really can't tell by cameras and stuff, but yeah, it's going downhill. Well, it's not steep, it's pretty easy. Very easy, I'd say. And here we are, Cutter's Camp. So if you go down that road down there, that also takes you to Kyogle as well. Looks like there's a bit of work over here. That takes you somewhere, but I don't know where it goes, and you're not allowed to ride motorbikes through there, unfortunately. Got a few little camping spots. There's little places where you rent out, little signs there with barcodes, and you can book your spot and all that kind of stuff, where there's no reception here, so you may have to go back and do it. Some walking tracks. There's camping spots all the way around. There's a few people here camping, not many. Little barbecue. Yeah, little barbie, 2 hot plates, little fireplace and chairs to sit around telling stories. Yeah, pretty cool. And here's the beast. It's a DCT. DCT because there's no shifters. And it says DCT. So to get these things going, all you do is you start up as normal like every other bike, and then you have neutral and drive, and you press that again, you get sport. Press this little button here, you get your automatic or manual, cruise control up and down. You've got some function buttons on the back here. With that manual control, if we go over here, you have these little flappy pedals. So that's down gear, and that's up gear. Like a normal bike, you got your headlights. This runs your Apple Play and talking to people over the phone. More function buttons and a million other buttons. Really, only one I use is up and down and enter, and this one here all the time. That's it. And the blinker. So yeah, well, it's also electronic suspension as well. So you've got little cables that run down through the forks, and you can do that on the fly, which is pretty cool. Rear as well. yeah. What a beast. I was actually going to go do the border ranges today, but something popped up and I had to attend to that, which is all okay. So the bike's it's all integrated. Alright, so as soon as you turn the key, I've got a little thing here, this thing here. It's an Apple Car, or wireless Apple CarPlay thingamajiggy. And so what it does is transfer like my map information from my phone, which is in here, straight to the screen. And so what you get is soon something will pop up on my main screen here, and it'll just tell you that, you know, where to go. You'll probably see me change things as I go. There you go, there's Waze, and then you get all the others. So I've got my Gaia Maps. I like my Gaia Maps. So yeah, it's all Gaia Maps, and whatever you got on your phone, so whatever routes you put on your phone pops straight up on here, which is cool. And your Apple Maps, calendars, and your Spotify and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. And these buttons here, so it's touchscreen, or you can tap things. So yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, let's go. So yeah, start. Press it once to go forward. So it's in gear now, first gear, and then I want sport mode. And you get 3 types of sport mode. You get an easy one, medium, and another one which, you know, really winds the gears out. But if you leave it in D, it just lugs. Saves fuel, but just lugs like mad. Rightio, let's go and check out from here to Murwillumbah. And the other good thing about this bike, even though I have the option to go to manual on my little button down here, I don't have to press that. I can still use my flappy paddles, and it still overrides the automatic side of things. So for example, if you just want to keep it in a certain gear and you don't want the bike to change itself, yeah, just chuck it in, like, you know, sports mode D, and that's it. And if you want to overtake, you can drop it down a gear or two, and there you go. Yeah. So I just come down here. Now I'm heading back to that T section. Bit of an uphill. Get up there! So if you look at this, I come from there, and now I'm going to go down here. Some really cool, like little river crossings. They don't actually, you know, go through the way. You do go through the water in some places, but it's just like a little cement bridge. But there's lots of other little bridge crossings as well, which is pretty nice. And yes, I do use my flappy paddles quite often, actually, just to get me down that gear. It's very responsive. was told a story about these gum trees. So all these gum trees here. Well, it's a gum tree plantation, obviously. But back in the days when they used to use gum trees for banana boxes, old mate went and planted a whole heap of gum trees to harvest to make banana boxes. And yeah, they don't use banana boxes no more. They use like cardboard boxes, and unfortunately we don't need them no more, and there's so many of them. There's heaps of them. Nice little creek. Cross back on it. Container house. Hey, that looks like a big cubby house. It's an easy ride. Anyone can do this. Even when there's like water across the road, if you just go steady, it's all good. You'll be fine. So I've realised I haven't taken off my gravel mode. So you can see I've got gravel mode on there now. It's really easy. Whoop, no, not off-road. I'm going to go urban. Urban, what that does is it gives you, like there's no engine braking pretty much. There's a little bit, not much. But it really narrows the engine braking down. A little bit more softer suspension. Full power though. So there's no like throttle restrictions, no throttling down. You've got the full lot in your hand. ABS goes back up for road. Traction control always stays the same. That's something that you change individually. So regardless of whatever setting you're in, traction control and wheelie control does not change. That's a setting on its own that you have to change as you go. There's a few settings. We've got so you got your tour mode, which again is full power. Stiffens the suspension up a little bit more. It's mainly used for, you know, really saddling up and going long distances. And then yeah, full ABS, full power. And then the next one down from that is gravel mode. So gravel mode, as I explained it before, softens the suspension a little bit, throttles down your response, decreases your ABS. The next one after that is off-road. I think that's quite a wild setting, that one, really. I've used that once before and I was like, holy crap. Again, I think what that does, I have never really looked into that one all that much, so I'm sort of guessing more than anything. Softer suspension, gives you more power. It turns on a thing called G mode, which really tightens up your gear changes. So it's like snapping into gears kind of thing. There's just no lag at all. Just whack, 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 whack straight into it. And after that, there's user 1 mode, user 2 mode. So you can customize them to whatever you want. Then next after that, you've got 3 other settings where you can have preload adjustments, where you can just press and say, yeah, there's a passenger on the back, or luggage on the back, or passenger and luggage on the back. So you can set all that up too. Oh, how cool is that? So user 1, user 2, and I do use user 1 and user 2. User 1 I set up for fully loaded up for road, and user 2 is again fully loaded up for gravel. This bridge has been buggered for like so long. Go to the Tweed Shire Council. So this is the road back to Murwillumbah. Go back the other way and that takes you to Koi Oval. That's a good pub. Go for a quick cruise through town. Oh, Tenerife.